Everyone is here. We can start. Hello to TUC meeting, our first meeting for 2025. I hope everyone had good vacation. And yeah, let's kick off the year. We will have the same agenda without an update like last year. So to review the action items, check our dashboard with PRs and issues and talk about any other business. Okay, action items from last week, last time. So there was an action item about the Concourse PR, which aims to support the CF API v3. We discussed that one. And the result was that at the moment there is ongoing work to get back the build automation infrastructure of Concourse, which is the prerequisite to have a release or merge PRs to validate, so to say, new contributions or create release, a new release.
There's comments on that PR from 3 hours ago, so it seems like things are unstuck or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But basically, there is progress on that, or the situation is, so to say, transparent why it's not worked on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we can go over the dashboard. So there is one PR for a new repository, app runtime platform AMPs. I see everyone checked on that. Only we are missing Ruben's approval here.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, then I am starting the merge.
I'll do the approval afterwards. My computer is slow. I don't know what's happening.
I have the approval over voice. Okay, there is no branch to delete. And we have again our inactive users PR. So I saw that there are new warnings in the different working groups for inactive users, and I just notified the execution needs of those working groups. So for the foundation infrastructure working group, ARI and ARP, we can take action if you see that there is needed action, but others I just notified. Okay, so we have to wait here. So this was 2 days ago. We have to wait 2 weeks. Interesting that this didn't disappear. We moved to down automatically.
When I did a hard refresh, it deleted it or gets rid of it.
Okay. So we have the RFC, which last time the RFC about Manifest v2, app Manifest v2. Last time we started the final comment period on that, and there were no comments from anyone against it. So I think this is then good to be approved. If you don't have anything to comment now. I've been checking this today, and there's comments from. So there is a change request from Sam, but they have been discussed, and there is agreement basically on those. So this is I think we can. And this was before the final comment period. Change request.
I guess we have to dismiss then the.
Okay, this is
change.
from yeah, it's not from
Yeah.
so it was
see.
about incorporating the CNB into the example in the RFC, which has been done. Okay.
Yeah.
Just forgotten. Okay. Okay. Then there is some action item. I will generate afterwards the RFC number. And we have a new update to RFC 27. So it's about unifying the naming. Okay, I see everyone already accepted. I don't need to explain anything.
Wait, has this work been done, or is this changing RFCs?
This is changing the RFC. They've been, I'm not sure about, so there was a discussion which Ruben linked down below, whether that PR already.
I think in the cloud controller, the new naming is already used, but I don't know about the other. Because all the components have to use the same property name, of course.
I didn't,
But we
follow on to check about the implementation details. So do you have any concerns, Amelia?
I guess my concern is just backwards compatibility. Like, how far along were we in releasing this feature? What will this break?
I think it was not yet released or documented.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a read over before I approve it though.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
all fine, all fine. So I can look into this next
Yeah.
weekend. I will just put in progress. Okay, RFC status. Don't think there is anything new. There was an update since last time on the tracking issue about the build pack dependencies, build pack CDN. So basically, Greg closed it with this comment. It looks like that it is consistent. It is not clear how it works. And he was maybe he reached to you, Chris, about that account which Steve owns.
Right. I should have maybe it's already happened. Right before Christmas, I spoke with the LFIT and we were transferring that account over to LFIT, which makes more sense than having Steve own that. I believe that's actually been done now. So I'll confirm that. I've got a meeting with them this week, and I'll get back to you all about that. And I believe we gave some access to I think David Stevenson and Steve and myself. So we've accessed that, but I believe that's already been crossed over to the LFIT. And it's like free, so that's nice. Cloudflare has an open source sponsorship thing.
Okay, thank you. Regarding PR's issues, this is all then, so we can then go to the next agenda point, any other business. So there is one.
Yes, I put some Concourse stuff there, right? So we talked before about wanting to move Concourse under the CFF. I think we now have most of our the legal stuff figured out on our side. So I think we can move into more practical problems of like how do we want to do that from a, I don't know, charter point of view and org automation and those types of things.
Is this going to be, assuming this move happens, is this going to be in an existing working group, like foundation infrastructure, or is this going to be a new working group?
I think that's the first order of business, right? The charter. Where does it go? Good question. I don't know. Foundational infrastructure is already pretty big, so maybe it makes sense to get its own working group. I know that's also the desire of Derek Richard, who's currently the tech lead for Concourse internally at Broadcom. So he would like volunteer to lead that working group. But so it depends on if we can find enough people. But given that we have a candidate for a lead, I think that would be good, good starting point. So that would be my preferred option.
Great. Yeah, there's a little bit more work on our end. The LF's end, we'll have to get the project formation team involved and create a new project, but that's pretty mundane. That's no problem. So whatever you all think is best. If new working group, we'll create a new working group.
Yeah, that's on the dashboarding side, right? Like the LF.
Right. So the
sites
project
and stuff.
formation team will create a new project because we have, with CloudFoundry, we have working groups mapped to projects. I don't have an LF project for every CloudFoundry sub-project underneath working groups, because that would be like kind of overwhelming. I don't know, there'd be 60 or something like that. So we just have them mapped to working groups. So when we create a new working group, we need to have the LF project formation team create a new legal series LLC underneath CloudFoundry, and that's that. So it's not super complicated, but they'll create a technical charter just like we did for all the other working groups. Whereas if it's just donated to an existing working group, there's a step or two that we can skip. But either way, it's fine.
But technically, it will stay in the GitHub org where it is the repositories.
Yeah, good point. That's the second point. It's the org automation, right? Like we need to probably extend the org automation to support multiple orgs. And I think we had that desire for a while, right? Because we also would like to manage the Paketo working or organization. So that could also benefit from that change.
To think about it, what it means. I'm pretty sure that there is some hard-coded CloudFoundry here and there, but yeah, can be changed, I guess.
Yeah, and it's also not like a hard blocker, right? Like we could already do the donation, create a charter, so it's like there, and then just work on iterating on the org automation afterwards.
Yeah.
So then that means that the next step would probably be a PR to at least create the working group, right? So that we can review that and figure out who we want to have as founding approvers and those types of things. But at least we can get the discussion going there.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
And so are the current approvers in Concourse then the people who will be taking the decisions, or or I think the TOC can also be helping here. I don't know whether there are enough approvers, active approvers at the moment in Concourse.
Yeah, I thought that there was also an interest maybe from SAP to have some people as founding approvers for that working group.
Yeah,
right? Like I could see something like that happening where we just try to, I don't know, get a good chunk of people as initial approvers, and where we don't go through the whole like I don't know, we have lesser requirements for these initial founding people to get into the group, right? Because we just want to spread the load. I think it's currently, I don't know, PRs are not being reviewed as fast, so having more people that look at it is probably better than having no people look at it. So maybe we can relax a bit of the requirements for becoming an approver for the initial like formation of that group, if people are open to that. I don't know what the requirements would be then, but at least there should be consensus among the TOC members that these people should be on that list or something like that.
Yeah, but the details we can discuss, I think.
The PR, yeah.
During,
So Ruben and we can make a PR to
the initial
make a new working group.
Yeah, and then maybe we can like have TOC members put forward names for approvers, right? Like something like that, right? So you can like formally, put forward someone who you think would be a good candidate.
I wanted to write something down, but somehow I maybe just an action item then. Maybe.
Ruben, I volunteer you. I nominate you as a great approver. Actually, I'll nominate you for my working group too, if you want.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm pretty good at clicking that approve button, I've noticed. Although today I was not. Slow internet.
Okay. Any other questions about this topic? Is there anything else you want to discuss?
Chris, I heard you say something about like still some legal stuff needing to be figured out. Like, that's a blocker, right?
About Concourse?
Yeah, for Concourse, like some.
No, that's just the project formation stuff.
Oh, that's a
It's pretty
project
straightforward.
formation.
Yeah,
stuff.
once we
Okay.
know if this is going to be its own working group or not, then I can give steps.
Yeah, I thought there were also things like around IP and stuff but I thought that you had a conversation with David Stevenson about those types of things,
I did,
right?
yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
basically,
okay. And that's all finished, right? And like the blockers there are gone.
There's no real blocker there, but
Okay.
once we know if it's going to be a new working group or not, I can give next steps there. So that's sort of, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Whether it's just a code contribution or a new project formation, there's a different.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks.
I think I've been a little errant at these meetings, so I'm not sure what you covered in the last one, but we do have save the dates up for both CloudFoundry days, both North America and Germany now. So that's exciting. Looking forward to both those. Also, I've got Tom Slanda from the Linux Foundation on this call. And Tom is going to be a new projects coordinator working on CloudFoundry. So he's going to help out with various things. So like, I don't exactly know what, because this is like day number 2, but things like, I don't know, creating a new repository in Docker Hub. Tom can do that, things like that. So Tom, if you want to say hi, we've got the TOC here. You'll get to know all of them at some point, but yeah, welcome, Tom.
Hi, nice to meet you guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello.
Have you been getting overwhelmed with all of our requests, Chris?
No, I mean,
you need to pull in help.
Actually, the level of requests from the TOC has consistently dropped over the years. It's been fantastic. You guys are self-contained, self-supportive unit. It's great. This will free ROM up to do more ROM things like, more thought leadering and, stuff like that. And less, less administrative stuff, less YouTube videos, less scheduling, things like that.
Should we announce this somehow? I was just thinking people, if they want to reach to Tom.
Yeah, and we'll probably streamline like the way, like now we're moving, the LF is moving towards intercom. It's just been kind of rolled out. It's like a new platform for, basically it's like a customer support thing. So for some requests, it's kind of like we used to have, Chip and I had like the contributors like email address that we tried to get people to use instead of pinging me directly. We'll probably do something more like that soon. But anyway, we'll let you know soon exactly what the best way to reach out about various things is.
Yep. And regarding CF days, is the CFP now open? I didn't get.
No, I don't think quite, but I think especially for North America, that'll be very soon.
Yeah.
I think it'll be this month, but it's not open yet.
Yeah.
And we'll need to form a couple of program committees. We've done this before. We know what this takes.
AI is there. Oh, no, you can just. Yeah. Yeah. So if you need help with something, I think, yeah. From SAP side, you can reach to me.
Great.
Okay, is there anything else? No, then, yeah, thank you for attending. So take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks all.
Hi.
Bye-bye.